Hello to my phonics group, it's Miss Hocking here, and it is Tricky Word Friday, and it's the first time that we've had one of these tricky word lessons, so I hope you're listening really carefully because we're going to do some brand new things today. Now it's Friday, Fridays are so exciting, and this little kitty cat says, hands up if you love Fridays, and everyone knows that Miss Hocking loves Fridays. We get to do such fun things in school on a Friday, don't we? Okay, so what's going to happen is I'm going to show you some tricky words, and if you know them, I want you to say them. If you don't know them, that's okay. And grown-ups, I just want you to note down which ones they're not quite sure of. Okay, have a go at this one. We're going to start off nice and easy. Do you know this one? Your turn. My turn. He. Your turn. My turn. She. Your turn. My turn. We. Okay, now let's have a go at these ones. They're going to get a little bit trickier now. These are all our phase 3 tricky words. Your turn. Me. Good job. Your turn. Be. Lovely. So we've had so far he, she, we, me, be. He, she, we, me, be. That is my favourite island in Japan. He, she, we, me, be. Okay, what is the next one? Oh, this one's a bit different. Do you know this one? It's you. Well done if you got that one. Your turn. Ah, good job. Your turn. Her, fantastic. Your turn. Was, well done. Okay, stop there for a second. Turn to your grown-up, tell them, why are tricky words called tricky words? What is it that makes them tricky? What is it that makes them tricky? Okay, back to me. If you need more time, pause with me now. Okay, what is this word? Yes, it's all. Fabulous. Now you will have said to your talk partner, your grown-up, whoever you're working with, that this word, this tricky word, any of these tricky words, tend to not be able to be sounded out, and that is why they are tricky words. So for instance, let's try and sound this one out. Ah, ooh. Oh, that's a bit rubbish. Let's try that again. Ah, ooh. Al. Do we say al or do we say all? Exactly. So we don't put sound buttons or talk lines under our tricky words, and we're going to be doing tricky words every Friday from now on. Your turn. They, well done. Your turn. My, fantastic. Okay, so you've all gone through all of your tricky words, and mums and dads should have a little list of ones that we found tricky to read or we weren't quite sure of. Now these are all words that we have covered so far in phase 3. We've now moved on to phase 5, but I just wanted to make sure that our phase 3 tricky words are cemented before we move on. Okay, so today's lesson is going to be really fun. We're going to use our cards that we've just had a look at, or if you don't have them at home, I would use post-it notes or just scraps of paper with the words on that were just on the previous slide. So if you need to pause and make them now, then do. If not, I have attached them to the assignment. So we're going to play Phonics Detectives, and we play this in school. Sometimes we play it with flashcards around the room. We love this game. You need 2 people to play. What happens is player 1 hides the tricky words around the room whilst player 2 covers their eyes. So we sit on the carpet with our eyes closed normally, and I whiz around and put our sounds around the room. We're going to do exactly the same but with tricky words. Player 2 hunts for the words. When they find one, they have to shout it out before continuing to hunt. Player 1 checks to see if they have the right word. Okay, so let's just go back. Let's find, oh, for instance, maybe I found this one and I say Al. I found it and it's hidden under the sofa. I say Al. If player 2 is not sure, sorry, who's looking? If player 1 is not sure that you've got it, they think that you've got it wrong, then they take it back. You re-hide your eyes and you go and look for it again because they've re-hidden it for you, okay? Then you can swap over as many times as you like. This is a really, really fun game. The main thing is, though, you do not get to keep the word unless you have read it correctly. So if you keep getting it wrong and you keep forgetting getting what it should be, then it'll get re-hidden. And you need to make sure that your eyes are closed while the other person is hiding. Now you can also hide them for your grown-ups to do. That'd be really cool. You can also play this if you want, dressed up as detectives. That's a really fun thing to do. You can have a magnifying glass, or you can make one, and you can put your dressing gowns on as a big detective's coat. It's really fun. Okay, now once you have finished, you can have a little look at you can have a little look at these here, and you can see which ones you're really confident with and which ones you need to practice. And the ones that you need to practice, I suggest you stick them around the house on any doors that you need, and they are going to become your password. So you need to, for instance, say the word "you" before you open your cupboard to get your cereal out in the morning, wherever it is. And you cannot open that cupboard without looking at the password and saying the password. In school we have a hand activated one, so maybe you'd like to do that at home at 2, which means they have to high five the password. Okay, so moving on then, for the second part of today's lesson, I would like you to have a look at the Tricky Words Truck website. It's on Phonics Play, and it's this one here on Phonics Play. This is just a screen grab from what it looks like. And when you get to there, I want you to choose Phase 3 Tricky Words. You have the option to choose what your truck is going to look like, whether it's going to be a certain colour, what route you're going to take, and then you get to go through each of the words, and I want to see how many you can get correct, okay? So that is the second part. That is on Phonics Play. I will also link that to the assignment, okay? Phonics Play. If you need to log in, if you go to home on Phonics Play, there is a login there. I think the username is Jan21 and the password is home. They're offering a free subscription at the moment. Okay, and this is the final part. I have also attached to assignments these. Now there is one of these for each of the tricky words. However, if you are feeling confident with one word, you don't need to do that particular word. So for instance, maybe I know how to read he and I know how to write it already, that's fine. But if you want to practice all of them, it's really good practice. I want you to look first of all and say it, then look at it again, he, and then you're going to cover it up . Oh, let's see. Cover it up and then try and write it again. Hey, lovely. You might need to cover up this one as well. There is one of these for each of the words. Don't feel like you need to do them all today, but if you want to, they are there. What I would recommend is just focusing on the ones that you identified as the ones that the children are struggling with. And that is our phonics for today. So here is a lovely smile from me, Miss Hocking, and let's put some orange hair on there as well. This is me waving you a big goodbye. Oh, look a bit scary. Big goodbye. Have a lovely Friday. Have a great weekend, and I can't wait to see you next week. Bye.